Look at all the media types. There are about 500 of them here. To get that many reporters from all over the globe, you either have to have a hot news story or some good food. Guess where the crowd was?
Well, that's regular popcorn that we take, and we first get melted butter. We mix in some melted butter, and then we put some chocolate and some Heath toffee crunch in with it, and we mix it all up, and we kind of let it dry, and we produce Heath Crunch popcorn. We call this our cupcake bar. Basically take a cupcake, and you top it, and then you get some more Heath. We like that Heath. And you top it, and then you made your own cupcake.
It's a sweet deal for Wildside Catering, a local company.
That's a lot of sugar.
They'll have about 2,000 people catering the convention, which is about 800 more people than they normally employ. Okay, back to the politics. If there's one message that came across loud and clear today, it was that new media types, like myself, are going to be welcome.
For example, we're going to welcome the blogging community to this convention. You probably will see it in the book that's handed out today, and I'm sure Mike and his team will talk more about it. But we need the bloggers, we need the new media people as part of our convention, because it's going to activate and energize our grassroots support. And that's what this is all about, bringing more people into politics.
We plan on having a considerable blogger presence in Minneapolis-St. Paul during the convention.
But that does not mean that everyone who wants to cover the convention will be let in.
There has to be reasonable limits, obviously. There's limits on every category here, and we'll have to establish reasonable limits on everything.
And protesters? Minnesota Governor Tim Pawlenty is not exactly rolling out the welcome mat.
The City of St. Paul won't give out permits for people to demonstrate for 6 months out. A lot of these demonstrators saying they need more time to plan, just like the convention needs time to plan. Have you talked about that at all in terms of letting up on that restriction?
No, I have not discussed that with the city. It seems to be 6 months is a more than reasonable amount of time to plan a protest.
You may notice, or maybe you haven't noticed, but in the four corners at the extreme upper part are what are called shear towers. You can see them. The one over here has a little house, and that's where loud noises and lights come out of when they score a goal in the hockey games. The one up here on this side has the organ. And the two back here are vacant and they're available for other uses. And yes, we will use those in some unique way during the convention to be determined. But I want to anticipate a question. I'm going to answer it now. And that is that the nominee will not, definitely not, deliver the acceptance speech from one of those shear towers. Nor will the nominee deliver from some other remote location. We expect that to occur right here on the podium in the Xcel Center.
That little yellow square is approximately where the microphone is going to be during the convention, so this is the view that the presidential nominee will have when he's accepting all the adoration and looking out over those faces and then turning around and saying, "Hi, Mom, I'm on TV!"
So where do you put all these darn journalists? There's going to be literally hundreds or even 1,000 of them here. Well, this is the room for it. It's called the Media Workspace, and there's going to be several hundred, maybe even several thousands of people here working to put out the news for the entire week of the convention. You can expect them to start showing up maybe a couple days ahead of time. The DNC is right before this, so a lot of people will be coming right from Denver to here, and then they'll be setting up and they'll be here for the entire week and then skedaddling off to the next thing.